It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations, the game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. First and 10. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And a short pickup to about the 30. Second down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Got a man, Max Tolbert. 11 yards on the connection there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
To throw is Rush. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. A quick toss into the hands of Lamb. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the number 2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
You'd love to see the biggest jump of a young quarterback's career, Mike, being between year 1 and year 2. I mean, you think about what these young quarterbacks go through entering their rookie year. They have the entire pre-draft process, then the idea of being drafted and going to a new organization and learning what it means to play quarterback in the NFL. Well, in year 2, everything's not new. Everything's not a first experience. It allows them to just take a deep breath, play, develop, rely on what got you here. We see so many quarterbacks in year 2 really have their breakout campaigns and show, frankly, why they were the starter to begin with in their rookie year.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rush. And to the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's Rush. The open man is Tolbert. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, man, back for his 2nd go-around with the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rush. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Rush. Over the middle to his tight end Ferguson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Stroud to throw. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They run with the longtime Bengal, Joe Mixon. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down for Houston.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. They will work the middle with Mixon. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's in. Take down. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. A return coming from the 14. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll manage to get to the 33. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. They'll run with Dowdle. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Third down, 3 to go. On the ground, it's Dowdle. Here's Brian Anger now, and he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. They face second down and 7. To throw is Stroud. Toward the boundary, taken in by Collins. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Texans first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You see Cade Stover there with the first down reception, and this is kind of a throwback, a tackle breaker, good in the run game, strong hands, good in play action. Mike, he had over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns in his career, and I think the Texans think they have a young, versatile tight end that in this system can become a big part of their offense.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
He's got a receiver. That's Woods. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Robert Woods. Touchdown, Houston.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Rush. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now Dowdle will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Tackle there by Will Anderson. Here's 3rd and 7. Rush to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Texans who have the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Texans build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Rush. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Back to throw. This pass right side, caught by Lamb.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On the give, it's Elliott. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rush. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second down and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll stick with him again. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. Here's Rush. He gets it to Jonathan Mingo. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and So far, they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll run Zeke up the middle, and he will score. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Dallas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stroud. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Now Rush. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Rush. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On comes the punter now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone, a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, Stroud. That's to the tight end, Stover. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On the ground, it's Mixon. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. They look to run with Mixon. He slams it in there, and he is in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. A return coming from the 14. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He'll look to throw. The open man is Tolbert. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a first down run with Elliott. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Stroud to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. and forcing third down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
He's got a receiver, that's Woods. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Stroud. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're
to the goal line and in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rush. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rush. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Rush to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's Rush. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. This one deep downfield for Mingo. And he'll take it on in. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
The kick here is good. Add one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Steven Sims to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run here with Mixon. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Catch made. That's Woods. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. A modest gain. maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Back to throw. Stroud. Toward the sideline. That's caught by Dell. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. To throw, it's Stroud. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the third. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
The Texans getting all set to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Rush from out of the pistol. He'll look underneath here and find Dowdle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. In motion, Lamb. Throwing is Rush. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now Rush. This one Deep downfield for Mingo. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing is Rush. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Cowboys.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Straight ahead, it's Elliott. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. They'll run with Dowdle. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It was 3rd and 3, and they picked up 6. On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll get this ahead for about 3. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now Dowdle. On 4th down, it is Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey for the Dallas field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Cowboys are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Open man, that's Collins.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They will work the middle with Mixon. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down. On play action, Stroud. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's to the tight end, Stover. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
2nd down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He's got it at about the 8. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
They'll run here with Mixon. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Again, it'll be Mixon. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. Third and goal. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Now a return coming from the 14. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The open man is Tolbert. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
A quick toss into the hands of Lamb. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
To throw is Rush. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
It is 3rd and 10. Rush. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Rush to throw. That's to Ferguson once again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. We're starting to learn more and more now, Mike, that sacks are quarterback stats. Everyone always wants to blame the offensive line, but in this case, the protection was really good. Nobody got open downfield, and the quarterback has to get rid of the ball. You just can't expect your protection to hold up that long.
Here's Rush. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the door.
He puts it up, and it's caught. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will cut the deficit to 7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's got Woods. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Dell motioning over. They'll go play action with Stroud. Now he takes off.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll run again.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Stroud. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Off play action. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rush. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rush. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. That one taken in. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Cowboys. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll run here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll keep it on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Now he'll run with it. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They'll run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Stroud. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he will get into the end zone. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. His drive will start on the ground, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Rush from out of the pistol. This pass right side caught by Lamb. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Rush. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
They'll stay on the ground. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
To throw is Rush. There's that man again. Another catch. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to...
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Cowboys will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. First and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down for Houston.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle. He's got the tight end, Schultz. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open,
you're in trouble. Down he goes. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. To throw is Stroud. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
We are set for 4th and long. Now, Stroud. That is caught. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Now, first and goal. Stroud going to set up to throw. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Here's Rush. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here comes 2nd down. Rush to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
I like the play call there. 2nd, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly. Nothing developing. Get the ball down to your back. Pick up a new set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Rush. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one he's gotta have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. This one uncorked, looking for Woods. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot, and the kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.